Are we starting or what?
We are in Broadway. It looks better at night, by the way. This is gonna be hard for me.
Because?
My nails.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I don't think I can do this part.
Yeah, I'll do it. Oh yeah, gotta show off our craft. The good thing about Indonesian Muslim shadis are during Ramadan, there is a thing called ngabuburit. And what it is before the time to break fast, they always have events. So as you can see here, they have like a talk show and they can just make any other events.
Whereas, like, I feel in Europe, there's not really these like little niche fun things to do, like random things. I'll show you now. They're just having like some talk show event happening for no reason. Dangerous food has arrived. What is this?
This table is easily pushed nasi ulam, Betawi style, kind of baked rice. I might be wrong though. With its soup. Now the soup, I don't know. I was shocked myself. And tahu gejrot, which means tofu gobi.
This is mine. Soto mi. Yeah. And what's this on the side called?
Oh, it's called risol. I don't know what it is in English. But usually they stuff it with meat, but sometimes they stuff it with vermicelli and noodles.
Yeah, they stuff it with noodles and they fry it into this like pastry thingy. Today, I've been feeling very, very tired. I cannot explain why. Well, I can actually. It could be the medicine that I'm taking to help me sleep better at night. But it doesn't explain why he's also tired too.
I've only been sleeping for like 6 hours. Okay.
So far, nice.
Not an Indonesian dish if we don't have crackers.
I usually don't eat them though.
Same. Because I'm eating one right now.
The bead making workshop was a lot longer than I expected. Indra. What?
Try it. I don't know if you might like it though. But for some weird reason, I'll put that in. I would like to do
Pretty good.
I'm like, yeah, I reacted like I came 10 times.
Do not come.
In the holy month of Ramadan, engorge yourself with nasi ulam.
But no, it sounds more like he's having...
Sensual.
Yeah, more sensual.
That's my version of sensual.
Best way to nourish the body.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wow.
Yeah, with the workshop, it was a lot longer than I expected. That is because Indra, so we had like this placement.
Don't blame me.
We had this placement and we put all of our beats in order. Indra drops his all on the floor, so he had to like pick it up and restart all of the order again. And also when we were doing it, the string made it seem like it was a lot longer than it was. So we asked the lady like, oh, is this, should we add more? We showed like, because we showed what we had, but we also had more that's on the thing that's holding our beads.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, you need to add more. So we were trying to like add more fillers, like add more smaller ones like this. But then she was like, oh, when we're coming near the end, like there's like maybe a good chunk left. She was like, yeah, it's finished now. Like it's too much. It'll be too much for our bracelet. So that's why it's a little bit like, it's not exactly what I was expecting. The bunny and the bear are at the back. I wanted at least like the bunny near the front, but because we were running out, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna add it because I still want it on my bracelet. Yeah, other than that, I really like the colors of mine.
Mine matches my Malukat bracelet colors. In Bali, Malukat practically just means soul cleansing. So if you go to Bali, it's best you kind of cleanse yourself and like start a new, not really pilgrimage wise, but just for the Bali spirits and for yourself. Good for your soul, you know.
And what we did when we were in Bali, it was me, my friend Andrea. I mean, they're all my friends. Okay, let me just say me, Andrea, Mimi, Dino, Faris, Dia, Nito, and
I forgot his name, but yeah, that big guy.
that guy. He's friends with Mimi and all. We all went to this area, and it's like a spiritual place. And we walked down like a river, and we had to like stop at certain areas and pray and like cleanse ourselves with water and drink the water. We had to do that a few times until like the waterfall part came. So we were in the waterfall, and the people before us, they were like screaming as if like they're in pain, as if someone's like choking them or hurting them or whatever. And then it was like our turn, and me and Andrea were like, I don't know if we want to do this part. Like, we don't want to really scream out loud. But what happens is when the waterfall hits you, people get quite emotional. I did too, but then I didn't want to scream. I just felt like a bit emotional, and then Indra was next to me, and then he was just like, I didn't even know he was next to me, and then he just screamed. So I just was like, and I snapped out of like feeling it, any type of emotion.
I was practicing my vocals, my screamo vocals, that's why.
Yeah, and then after that, a few people cried, and it was a good experience. I definitely think that it was needed for sure. And I think what happened with me is I had like a lag, and I felt more emotional after the experience than I did when we were in the experience.
It's pretty fun.
Fun? I wouldn't classify it as fun. It was like eye-opening.
Third eye-opening.
What did you feel? Why were you screaming?
I was frustrated at the things that I could have done, and just at that moment, just gotta let it go. A lot of frustration.
That's a good thing though. During that experience, it did make me feel a lot lighter, because I was like thinking about my issues and trying to let it go. So I did like that part of it. Let me try your tofu.
Another cup of tea?
It's okay. I can eat it. I just prefer normal tofu. Actually, my favorite tofu is tofu susu.
Best place to get it is in Lembang, guys. Lembang, Bandung. Cheap as hell. Fucking cheap.
Yeah, I wouldn't really eat tofu susu if it's anywhere else but in Lembang. So we did our bracelets, and we also got a bag charm. This is what is the end. This is the end result. I think it's super cute. How much? 70K. And she also gave a little. No. She also gave a. What's this called?
No, like you can use it as a phone strap kind of thing as well.
Yeah, she gave this like accessory.
Yeah.
That will make it you can make it into a charm on your phone case, so you can attach it. And also what's handy when you attach it like that is like you can also hold the phone using just this, like you can let the phone dangle. I don't have the balls for that, but it's a possibility.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super cute. I like how it has so many like different colors and motifs on it. And we're gonna leave now, but I want to show you what Broadway looks like at night. It's not obvious in the name. It's trying to like mimic New York a little bit, and I think it's really cute. It's a nice like homage, I suppose.
It's trying to make it look like Miami, I think.
Los Angeles.
Wyoming.
Ohio. Ohio gozaimasu.
But it's very cute. Buburit, guys, that's the word of the day. Try and remember it for the next Ramadan. That's
Explain what it means.
Buburit is the passing time with people before breaking fast.
Just from those two words. What's that mean? Just from those two syllables.
From two symbols, you understand a lot. Buburit.
It is so hot today. So we're in Broad, and I already ordered, but I want to show people the menu and their graphic design. It's so clean. And like I like how they use the colors as well, the bold colors. That's my matcha. I got the truffle scrambled eggs, and then Indra got the
Benedict Cumberbatch smoked salmon edition. Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna try the eggs truffle first. So I'm gonna taste it without the bread first. Yeah, I sure like they're nice and creamy. I think it's the truffle, but it gives a slight kick to it without it being overpowering. Now I'm gonna try it with the bread.
The taste is, I think it's the sauce. It's got this tiny little bit of spice in it. For some weird reason, complements the salmon. And the egg also. I don't know what the hell they put in the egg. But it tastes like it has a lot of textures. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing Kira did. Hit the egg first. Just the egg itself is actually pretty good. Holy shit.
I'm gonna try his. And something that Indra forgot to eat when he tried his is with the what's it called? The watergrass salad as well. Yeah, I really like the eggs Benedict. It's okay. I feel that there needs to be more kick with the salmon. I do like they added sriracha in the Haagen-Dazs sauce, which is nice. That's the kick or spice that Indra was referring to. But I do think that the salmon is pretty plain. And I don't know, maybe they should have added something else to the eggs. I know that the sauce is the main component and you don't want it to be overpowering with like too many spices, but I do think that maybe the egg needed more salt or something.
Really?
Yeah. But I do think the winner is this truffle egg stuff.
By far.
The eggs are creamy as hell. What is infused water? What benefits does infused water do?
Infused water is like, it's for the elite and the rich to differentiate from drinking water to the normies, you know? You know what it is? It's just you put in some fucking fruits inside the water and it's infused and makes you healthy. You know, what kind of bullshit is that? Just go eat the damn fruit.
If that's the case, why is that elitist? Because like any person can put a fruit in water. It's just an excuse to charge more money, maybe? We added a fruit, so I think it's like an extra 10K, 20K.
There's already been several kidnappings happening in Jakarta.
Oh yeah?
Very bad. There's this one news outlet called Tempo. They're saying the truth about what's happening. And now they're getting death threats. Not really death threats. The first thing they got was head of a pig in their office. You know, some weird Indonesian like scare tactic or whatnot. I guess it's a way for them to say like, "Oh, shut up! If not, this is gonna be you or whatever." Right? And then just today or yesterday, the same office just received like a box of dead rats, headless rats.
How do you know?
It's everywhere now.
So me living here was already a little bit hard for numerous of reasons. I saw what was happening. There's just, and I'm looking at the direction that it's going in, and I'm like, yeah, I think it'd be better if I left than stayed.
The Prabowo is gaining more favors. I generally think we're not gonna be welcome to outsiders anymore.
I think there's this like image that everyone's like, all Indonesians are super, what's the word? Not giving, but like
Hospitable.
hospitable. Yeah. And they are. There's a good few that are, and like they go above and beyond to like make you smile and happy. And like I had many friends here that are like, they're super welcoming. They welcome me in. But at the same time, I've experienced the immigration office and like how even teachers and stuff or people of power here, how they view foreigners, and it's not pleasant. They don't actually, if you think that you're going to be worshipped here, you're dead wrong. Like I never thought that, but the way that everyone kept pushing that narrative, I was like, oh, okay. But it's not true. Like unless you have like money, maybe, but I would say I'm kind of, yeah, I was in uni. I didn't have that much money. I was on scholarship as well. So it's not like I had like shit ton to spend all the time. But if I was up there, maybe they would be like super like ass kissing. But for me, I experienced a lot of like bad experience. I experienced a lot of bad interactions, especially with immigration, especially people in power. And they would just look at me and think of me as a certain type of person just because I am a foreigner. Now, it doesn't really matter at the same time because it's not like, at the end of the day, I still got into the country. At the end of the day, I got my visa. I still benefit from my race and how I look. But, yeah, it's just, you need to you need to get rid of that illusion because it's not going to be like that. I think this hospitality thing, it comes when, oh, the light's coming in. I think the hospitality thing comes when they see you less. If they see you often, it goes away. Like I remember when I was staying in a kosan, the caretaker, she was like nice to me, really nice to me at the beginning. But then like the longer I'm staying at the kosan, the less they're willing to do things, simple things like, hey, the water's not running. Can you check it? They just aren't bothered to do it anymore. So I think the more mysterious and like the more that you're not seen, the more nice they are to you. It's like they want to have good first impressions, but they don't really care about the afterwards, you know? But on a side note, I feel like we've been yapping and talking about the country, Jakarta and Indonesia in general, politics, like how people are. I want to talk about my nails. So this one right here, there has like I don't know if you can see it on camera. But it has like this red kind of airbrush effect. I'll show you the inspiration. I wanted to combine these two, nail arts together. And at first, when it came to the airbrush on this finger and then this one, it wasn't working. It was like turning out pink, and the lady was running out of time and she didn't know what to do. So I don't know if this is the right method, but I was just thinking like maybe this will help with the pigmentation. So I was like, okay, if you get the same red as this one, if you get the same red and you do like the bloom effects, and then afterwards you do like close up, you do a airbrush, so then you can still see the white, and then you'll have like this airbrush effect, but still have this strong red color. And I think it works out pretty well. Like it looks quite red and not pink. So patting myself on the back for that solution suggestion. I'm not going to be in Indonesia long. I'm just only going to come here to pick up my cats, see Indra, hope and pray that his visa comes through so he can come join me in Portugal. But we will see. This is where we're heading.
After you, madam.
We have our starter. This is a mushroom soup and cheese toasties.
As you can see, it's about us. Thank you. As you can see, it's about us.
Just a little heads up, the restaurant is called
Why just stop what you're doing?
you know what the food influencers in Indonesia do. Type of thing. Nice.
Mine.
I'm trying this soup. Not good.
Really? Damn.
It tastes like plastic.
Trying it now. Ain't no way, dude. Actually, no. It has a weird aftertaste.
Yeah, it tastes like plastic.
Ain't no way, man.
I'm gonna still finish it because I'm not wasting 75K. So I'm gonna try this and dip it in.
Oh, that's one. That's 2 pieces of bread, dude.
Yeah, it's a sandwich.
Oh, all right, okay. Safe to say,
Yeah.
I am already disappointed.
Yeah. Okay, so to be fair, this has opened for 1 month. Maybe they're still trying things out.
Yeah.
But for its price, you think that it's gonna be there's a certain standard. Especially like I've had cheaper things that tasted better than this. You know what I mean? So and like had that dining quality that this place is meant to have. So I'm gonna finish my food, but first impressions not the best.
I expected it to be a bit better because I could get much better mushroom soup than pasta. I'll probably say that to them. No, not exactly.
Not exactly.
Not those exact
I
words,
can
but
get a
like,
better one, a better soup from Hisashi.
yeah, I'll probably find the wordings. I think for some weird reason, the mushroom that they cooked it so rubbery.
And this, I don't know how you're not tasting it, but it actually, like the soup itself, actually tastes like plastic.
You know what makes me feel bad as well for this? Before I say all this, they all look so nice.
Yeah, the people working here, they're
Yeah.
newbies, so they're very like nice and friendly.
Very chipper.
Okay,
Right.
well, speaking of chipper, let's try
speaking of chipper.
your chips. Are you not gonna put lemon on it?
On the fish and chips or on the sauce?
On the fish?
How do I do
chips?
it?
Hmm?
How do I do it?
You just squeeze a little bit of lemon on top.
Without the sauce first.
I don't think it's gonna taste nice without the sauce. I think it needs a combination of the chips and the sauce and maybe some of the salad.
Okay, then I'll do like that then. Man, you can get the same tasting fish and chips for cheaper.
I think it's okay. I actually like the tartar.
Yeah, me too. I think tartar just tastes the same.
Chips standard.
I think it's a red radish. Red radish.
Yeah, red radish?
Red
Yeah.
radish.
Red
Yeah,
cabbage.
red cabbage.
I'm kind of curious if you're meant to like what it will taste together, because this has a twing to it. Why would you have a twing if it's meant to be by itself?
Yeah,
So I'm just gonna try again.
saying that that's a twink. With the sauce?
Should I?
I don't think so. This already has its own taste. Might conflict.
I think when you add the fish and this together, it's quite nice.
When you add the fish with the red radish.
Yeah. The plastic taste was too strong. We actually asked, could we get another one? Because we want to give a fair like review to it as well. But it's just so awkward always asking them, and like the servers, they don't know anything. They're not the ones making it, you know. And another fear is
Oh,
that
I get it. I get it. Yes, there is a plastic aftertaste.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Another fear is that like I'm afraid that something will happen to my other food.
Yeah.
That something will happen to the food if what was it? If you ask for them to fix it up, you know?
Mm-hmm. I feel bad.
I do feel bad. I feel like, especially for the servers, like they don't know anything. They're not the ones making it. And I don't want them to get grief from the chefs either, you know?
My fish and chips are okay.
Me and Indra are low-key panicking because they keep looking this direction. And I'm worried that like, I don't know. Because you just don't know what happens behind the kitchen. So you don't want to piss anyone off, but like you want to be truthful and hopefully get them to improve their dish and stuff. So, and just, I don't know, I just have this like mini panic in my stomach. This is why is this so dark? This is the chicken. I think the person who manages the restaurant just came over and asked us more details. Basically, we said the same thing as well. And they're going to bring another batch. And I hope that it's good, because if it's not, I'm going to feel so
I'm
bad.
gonna feel bad, dude. I swear. My heart cannot.
Yeah.
It's good. See, it's a bit too chewy, eh?
The flavor is actually quite nice. I think the sauce,
Yeah.
brings it together. Personally, I prefer a breast, but yeah, I think it's quite good. I think also just add a bit more vegetables. I know that you're trying to put a limit to it, but like, come on, a little bit more carrots, a little bit more potatoes.
It's a bit stingy there.
Yeah.
Well, it's relatively easy
What is?
cutting the chicken.
Which means?
Sorry, they cooked it well. Cooked it well. I'm gonna try one whole mushroom piece, eh? Or should I do it alone? I'll do it alone. Okay.
Yeah, the sauce, right?
Sauce good, yeah.
Yeah.
Did they add dill? I'm curious. I'm gonna put this green stuff on it.
That's not dill.
Is that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, mushroom? Mm. Yeah. It's good.
Okay, he brought it over. He had like a conversation and said, what did he say again?
It's composed of potato, mushroom, and king oyster.
Mm-hmm.
And
They don't use as much water.
They don't use as much water, so that's why it's very creamy.
I don't think creamy was the issue though.
Yeah, it's not creaminess is the issue. I swear, try it. I don't know if it's like fresh products or I don't know if it's like not fresh products or just a weird composition. Some of the ingredients. That's it.
So if it's still not good, I am gonna finish it. I don't have the heart to be like, nah, it's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's hope for the best.
Please be good.
Nah, see if this is better.
Ah, okay.
There is something off. I think it was with the produce.
Yeah, I think it was something with the produce. Yeah. Okay. Try it with the mushroom. Without the mushroom. Oh yeah.
You see?
Much better.
Because this actually tastes like mushroom.
Yeah.
Whereas before it was just like overpowered by this plasticky taste.
Yeah. What was that plastic thing? I can't even explain. Alright. Yeah, I'm dipping it with the bread.
Yeah, and the mushrooms are now more easy to eat, chewable.
Yeah, it just didn't taste like a rubber ball. Okay.
That's better,
Yeah,
okay.
much better now. Okay.
Okay, well, thank God for that. So I went to the toilet and then it's being annoying.
So when Kira went to the toilet, there's this one server that when the whole incident happened, she kept on saying sorry. So while she was refilling the water, she said, "Yeah, sorry about the incident in the beginning, but how was the food?" And I was like, "Yeah, well, despite from the first incident, it was all okay, you know. It was good. It was good. Got your points up." And then she was like, "Oh, okay. What about our services? The waiters and waitresses?" Yeah, very good, very good.
And then
To make her herself feel better, it's like, yeah, you guys are top notch. It's okay. And she's like, okay, sorry again for the incident. I'm like, no, thank you for asking.
yeah, that's good. It brought the points up. And also what we didn't discuss is that the guy came over again and he was asking, yeah we haven't said that yet.
I haven't even said that.
Yeah, so he came over again. He was like, oh, so how is it now? And then we're like, yeah, it's much better. We had a little talk and trying to figure out why it tasted different. And he said that it's from how they cooked the mushrooms, because there's mushrooms on top of the soup, and how they did it. Maybe the oil seeped out into the soup and changed the taste of it. Because we were thinking produce, but this is a new place. I don't think that they would have like bad produce. So
plus standards of practice for a new restaurant are so strict.
Yeah.
For especially this. Oh, I don't know if you call it bougie. I call it bougie as hell, man.
Yeah, bougie, yeah. It's leaning more to that side, yeah.
They wouldn't let like post produce slip, you know?
So I do think it was the oil incident. Because a lot of people don't realize that. Wait, can you hold it? My arm is hurting.
I know, right?
Yeah, so a lot of people don't know is like when you cook mushrooms, this is how I used to cook mushrooms at the beginning. It's like you get oil, you put the mushrooms on, and then you cook it. Like, no, you actually need to let the mushrooms sweat. So you put it onto the pan dry, you put salt in it, let it sweat, and then you add a little bit of oil to cook it, to make it like harder and have that flavor.
Just tasted so plasticky.
Yeah. I think what they did is they just like cooked it with the oil, and they didn't cook it long enough. They put too much oil on, and then it seeps into the soup.
Did you come back here again? For me? When I have more money.
No, I think I will.
Yeah.
I think I will. I'll give it another shot, but I'll give it some time. And he was like, because we were so nervous about, can you stop shaking? He was so nervous about, we were so nervous about bothering people. Then in the end, he was like, no, it's what we need to improve and stuff like that. So if you have a problem with your food, just say it. In a nice manner, of course.
Don't be a bitch about it.
Yeah. And hopefully, like, you both benefit from it. You get your better food and they get advice and figure out what, like, to do next time.
You get to eat twice.
Yeah, okay. Want to play again?